made it to Luang Prabang, and this city has quickly become one of my favorites here in Southeast Asia. This is the cultural hub of Laos, and we're going to show you a few of the things you can do around town.
So when you're visiting Luang Prabang, it's really easy to stick to the city center. There's so much to do and see there. But if you have the time, come outside and explore the outskirts of the city. Come check out the more rural sections. Right now we're going across a bamboo bridge and we're going to see what's on the other side.
Lead the way! Because this is a very small city, it's really easy to find yourself in the countryside. So that's exactly what we've been doing, just wandering down rural areas, and we even found a dog to join us for the walk. And now we are up bright and early for a biking tour around the city. We picked up these bikes for 20,000 kip, which is $2.50. And we have them for the day, so we're going to be cycling around. Let's see what we find.
When comparing Luang Prabang to other cities in Southeast Asia, there are some major advantages. One of them being that there's hardly any traffic here. It's a wonderful opportunity to take out your bicycle and just explore. You can go down the main roads, you can go down the side streets, and you're not going to have to deal with cars and other bicycles or even pedestrians. Prabang is very pedestrian friendly. In fact, there are so many different little back alleys and lanes to explore that it's just a great idea to wander about without any sense of direction.
Some fantastic views in the city, so one of our recommendations is to enjoy a meal by the river, which is what we're doing tonight. Another thing you'll want to do when you're in Luang Prabang is to visit all the temples around the city. This morning we are visiting Wat Xieng Thong, and it's one of the main temples in Luang Prabang. It is also known as the Golden City Temple, and it really has some impressive glass mosaics, so you'll want to wander around and take some photos.
$20,000 kip to enter, which is $2.50 American. And like most places, it's good to come early because it starts to get busy during the middle of the day. Now it's time for us to get a little bit of exercise. We're going to climb up 328 steps, up Mount Phou, which is actually more like a hill, for the best views of Luang Prabang.
Admission to reach the top of this mountain is 20,000 kip, which again is $2.50, and it's kind of cool going up because you go up one way and then you come down the other side of the mountain, so you get to see different views along the way.
And how could we have a list of things to do in a city without focusing on the local cuisine? We're here at our favorite restaurant, Tamarind. We've been here so often, it's literally our home away from home, and we're going to show you a few of our favorite dishes.
Platter. So this over here is a coriander pickle, Next we have an eggplant dip, tomato dip. We have a paste made from buffalo skin. We have some seaweed chips and then some vegetables that we can use with the sauce. So let's dig in.
And that all goes together, of course, with our sticky rice.
Ooh. So Sam is going to demonstrate for us.
This is how you eat it. You just kind of put together a little ball like that. And then you can pick a different dip. I'll try the buffalo sauce here. Put it together just like that. Pop it in your mouth. Delicious.
So this is the second plate we've ordered. Again, here we have a vegetable pickle. This is a pork salad that also has banana flowers. We have a pork sausage. Here's some buffalo jerky, Sam's favorite.
Oh yeah.
And over here we have some little lettuce rolls that are stuffed with different dips, different sauces. So we'll be trying those. We've ordered so much food, we almost forgot about this next dish. But it's time for me to do the honors. I'm going to unveil our steamed fish, which comes wrapped in a banana leaf.
And it's called mokpa.
Ooh la la. Let's see what's in here.
It's like opening a present.
I know, it's like Christmas on a plate.
Oh wow.
There it is.
Oh, you can see the steam coming off of it.
That's gonna be good. And when the sun goes down, it's time to go shopping.
We're at the tourist night market and we're picking up souvenirs. One thing that Luang Prabang is known for is for its Almsgiving, which happens at 6 a.m. every morning. This is where monks collect alms of rice from kneeling locals and tourists. Tips on how not to be a total wanker at the ceremony. First, don't use your flash, don't blind the monks. And secondly, don't chase them down. You see people doing both of these things and it's infuriating. If you love to eat like we do, then you can't leave Luang Prabang without taking a cooking class. Today we're at the Phu market and we're picking up ingredients before we start preparing our food.
Much sugar in Lao cooking, like Thai food. You taste Thai food, tastes milky, creamy, sweety, because they add lots of coconut milk, lots of sugar. That's why the food tastes like that. Lao food, when you eat, tastes lots of herb, lots of texture. This is Lao food.
So I'd like to point out the Sam and I are making the exact same dish. This is his sauce. This is mine. What are you missing?
Just about everything.
So here we have our buffalo salad. So we stir-fried some buffalo meat and we also added bean sprouts, there's banana flowers, we have string beans, hot chilies, and mint leaves. So we're going to be rolling this up in lettuce leaves. It's kind of like a little fresh roll.
Today we're visiting Vientiane, the capital of Laos, and unlike other cities in Southeast Asia, which are the capitals of other big nations like Bangkok in Thailand, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, or Hanoi or Saigon in Vietnam, this is a very small, quaint capital city. So the city gets a little bit of a bum rap, which I don't think is entirely justified. There aren't a lot of attractions here per se, but it's the kind of place where you can come and just chill out and relax. There's really good food, it's cheap, and it's a good hub to get to different places in the country. Like you can get to Luang Prabang in the north, or you can head south to Savannakhet or 4,000 Islands.
This afternoon we wanted to visit Wat Xieng Thong, but unfortunately we left it a bit too late. The temple has already closed, so we can't actually go inside, but we're going to give you a little tour of the surroundings.
So get here before 4 p.m. people.
Yeah. So this is the place I was most excited to visit. We made it to the Triumphal Arch, and we are going to be climbing all the way up.
It's only a couple stories high. Why the sad face?
We seem to be on a roll here because we just got here and apparently it's closed. It closed at 4 o'clock, just like the temple closed at 4 o'clock. And we missed it because we wanted to eat Indian food. We put Indian food before sightseeing.
Well, actually you did, but...
Oh, be quiet!
So we had 3 major things planned. So far, 2 of those have become absolute failures. Let's see if we can make it to the Mekong River before we miss sunset. Normally when we travel to a destination, we like to spend 6-7 days, basically close to a week, because we do have online work and jobs. But Vientiane was unfortunately just a stopover, so we only really had 1 day to go out and explore.
So this is a bit of an unusual capital in the sense that it's very small and it doesn't necessarily offer a lot of attractions for visitors. However, I really enjoyed being able to spend a few days here and just relax and enjoy the surroundings because it has a very peaceful feel. So the journey to Laos is actually a 3-day trip. Day 1 involves driving from Chiang Mai to Chiang Khong, which is at the border between Laos and Thailand. Then day 2 we finally get on the boat and we travel from Chiang Khong, cross the border and arrive in Pak Bent. And the last day, the 3rd day, it's 9 hours on a boat all the way from Pak Bent to Luang Prabang.
We're going to tell you all about our journey, the pros, the cons, the things that are great, what wasn't so great. But first, this is the actual trip. so overall conclusions about this trip. We definitely recommend taking the slow boat from Thailand to Laos. However, doing a 3-day tour is something we would definitely reconsider.
So perhaps a lot of our negatives come from the fact that we did a budget tour and we took the option that was only 2,400 baht. So some of the things we didn't like so much was that we were always leaving behind schedule. Sometimes we would be waiting around for an hour before anything happened. Also, when it came to accommodations, the hotels weren't amazing. Our first night was spent at a former jail and it kind of felt a bit Spartan. There was no hot water, so we couldn't shower. In terms of food, I would call it prison food. It was boiled cabbage and just overcooked rice. So those were some of the cons.
I think you're being a little bit too kind with your description of the hotel. It was literally the hardest bed I've ever slept on. I would have been more comfortable on a rock. So if I had to do this trip over again, I would definitely do it independently. You can take a bus from Chiang Mai or other northern Thai cities all the way to the border, cross it yourself, find your own accommodations, find something that's a little bit better, more suitable than what we stayed at. Also, you can buy your own boat tickets as well. And by showing up early at the pier and purchasing it yourself, that ensures you get a good seat. And that's the key to enjoying your experience going down the Mekong.
So a few tips to make the trip a bit more pleasant would be show up early. You want to be the first person on the boat so you can choose the best seats. You don't want to be near the front because the views aren't that great and you're kind of sitting sideways, and you don't want to be near the back because the engine is rambling and it's incredibly loud. You want to choose a seat in the middle. Also, you'll want to bring a cushion or a pillow just in case you end up seating on the wooden seats. Those are not very comfortable. And you'll also want to stock up on lots of food, bring sandwiches, pastries, whatever it is you'll want to eat because it's a long trip. And on the boat, they just have chips and tea and
cups of
noodles
noodles.
In a cup. So. For lunch today, we are eating at one of our favorite restaurants in Luang Prabang. It's called Tamarind and it focuses on Lao food. So we're going to be showing you some traditional dishes. So this over here is called Nam Mat Kam, and it's a tamarind cooler. You get a nice little bamboo straw, and it's a really sweet and sour drink. It's refreshing, but a little tart. I really like it. So good. So next up we have our dipping platter. So this over here is a coriander pickle. Next we have an eggplant dip, tomato dip. We have a paste made from buffalo skin. We have some seaweed chips and then some vegetables that we can use with the sauce. So let's dig in.
And that all goes together, of course, with our sticky rice.
Ooh. So Sam is going to demonstrate for us.
This is how you eat it. You just kind of put together a little ball like that. And then you can pick a different dip. I'll try the buffalo sauce here. Put it together just like that. Pop it in your mouth. Delicious.
Is it a bit spicy?
Oh yeah. This one's really spicy actually. Finger food, yes. That's a huge ball.
Little ball.
That's not little.
Okay. And I will go with the aubergine.
Slammed it down. Didn't worry about that.
She's got her happy face on.
It's so good. It's not just aubergine. They've added spices, there's coriander, there's onions. It's just an explosion of flavors. So this is the second plate we've ordered. Again, here we have a vegetable pickle. This is a pork salad that also has banana flowers. We have a pork sausage. Here's some buffalo jerky, Sam's favorite.
Oh yeah.
And over here we have some little lettuce rolls that are stuffed with different dips, different sauces. So we'll be trying those. Okay, buffalo jerky
Smoking
time.
off a little piece of this buffalo jerky, and this is my favorite.
Chewy, right?
Yeah, it's very chewy, like any kind of jerky. But this is probably the sweetest jerky I've ever had. I can't remember ever tasting anything quite this sweet in jerky form.
So I'm gonna try this leafy roll over here. I taste lemongrass and something sweet, like a yam almost, but I'm really not sure what it is. It could be some local thing. We've ordered so much food, we almost forgot about this next dish. But it's time for me to do the honors. I'm going to unveil our steamed fish, which comes wrapped in a banana leaf.
And it's called mokpa.
Ooh la la. Let's see what's in here.
It's like opening a present.
I know, it's like Christmas on a plate.
Oh wow.
There it is.
See the steam coming off of it.
That's gonna be good. And it comes with a side of vegetables. So let's not forget about those.
Here are those.
There we go. Okay,
Alright, time
taste
for the
test.
first bite.
So this is cooked in a dill and basil sauce.
It just melts in your mouth. It is so soft and so flavorful. It's delicious.
Now for dessert, we are having something that's called cow gam. It's purple sticky rice that has been cooked in coconut milk, and it also has banana and sesame seeds on top. So look down here.
It looks amazing.
And if that weren't enough, we get a little shot of tamarind sauce, which we can pour over top. So I'm going to try it the natural way without the tamarind sauce first. Let's see. It's so fragrant.
Nice and sweet.
Very sweet. You can definitely taste the coconut. And it's a nice sticky rice with a bit of a nutty texture. I like it.
Alright, let's try this with some tamarind sauce and a big chunk of banana. Oh wow, so good. Tamarind gives it a kick, a bit of spice. It's still really sweet. So that splendid feast came to just over $18, 151,000 kip, which we think was excellent value. It's a bit of a gourmet type of restaurant, and it's right by the river. You've got awesome views from here.
Here we are visiting a market again. That can only mean one thing. We are taking a cooking course yet again. Today we are going to be learning how to make Lao food. And our first stop is the Phou market. It's the biggest market in Luang Prabang, and apparently it opens at 4 in the morning.
Cooking class today, it's an awesome surprise. We've got this lush garden setting. It feels like we're just walking into someone's backyard.
Almost in Laos, cook is wife and daughter cook for family, not husband and son cook for family. This is culture. We don't put much sugar in Lao cooking like Thai food. You taste Thai food, taste milky, creamy, sweety, because they add lots of coconut milk, lots of sugar. That's why the food tastes like that. Lao food, when you eat, tastes lots of herb, lots of texture. This is Lao food. It's not mean Thai food not tasty. Thai food very tasty, but we are taste different too.
Peppers and shallots, and that's it.
I'm gonna try your tomato dip.
I made mine really spicy accidentally. I thought we were cooking this.
So you're making your little
So yeah, make a little ball with the rice.
sticky rice?
Voila. Dip it in here. I don't want to taste the Laos.
And how is it?
It has a real texture, but it's so good. It has lemon juice, hot peppers, garlic. I like it. So I'd like to point out the Salmonar are making the exact same dish. This is his sauce. This is mine. What are you missing?
Just about everything. Alright, so we're making the mokpa fish, and you are going to show us how to wrap it. Wow, what a work of art, Audrey. Amazing.
Oh, be quiet. It's gonna taste amazing.
So we're cooking our buffalo meat now.
So here we have our buffalo salad. So we stir-fried some buffalo meat, and we also added bean sprouts. There's banana flowers. We have string beans, hot chilies, and mint leaves. So we're going to be rolling this up in lettuce leaves. It's kind of like a little fresh roll.